Yeah, lovely listeners and viewers, you are back down the red rabbit hole, and it is still 31 days of Halloween. My God, it's never going to end. It is going
Woohoo!
to end after 31 days, clearly, but yes. So we have another 10-minute show for you, a quick bonus one, and we're talking all things Halloween. And today's episode is all about our favorite horror films. So I am,
Woohoo!
woohoo, there's Lisa. I am your host, NV Peacock, also known as Nikki, and of course with me is Lisa Shepherd, who's got a special hat on. If you're watching on
I
YouTube,
believe in witches.
you believe it. That's
Do you
what
know
we've
what? This one
discovered
works
so
best out
far.
of all of them that
It
I've
does, doesn't
tried,
it? It
doesn't
looks
it? I have
good.
to say.
It looks less like you're a cast member of Downton Abbey and more like
Yeah.
an actual witch.
More like, well, it's just my favourite film of all time. It's not a horror film, but it is on the Halloween side of things. It's Hocus Pocus.
Oh yes, I love
Greatest film of
Hocus
all time.
Pocus. What did you think to the
The
second
original.
one? But what did you think to the
Yeah.
second one?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because I love the first one so much.
Mm.
As a standalone thing, I wouldn't have been for it, but because look, I go from being a witch to being a pilgrim, just in the way I move my head.
Doesn't many
Um,
people though.
yeah, so yeah, had I not been such a big fan of the original, then I don't think I'd been that enamored by the second one. But
I
it was
think
good.
Disney's got a habit now of turning their villains into heroes, which I'm not a massive fan of mostly. Because I feel like although it humanizes them, it also creates confusion in terms of what happened in the first. It's like they're trying to rewrite their own history.
Mm.
And I think that's a bit cheeky to kind of profit
What
off
other
that.
villains have been turned to heroes
Cruella
then?
de Vil? Cruella?
Do you know what? I've never seen the Cruella one, the
Have you
newer
not?
version of that. No,
I
no, I've
quite
not
like,
watched
again, I
it.
did quite like it. I'm not saying I don't like it, but
Mm.
I'm just saying I just find it a bit of a cash grab, really. That they're then taking these characters and
Mm.
then turning them into something that
But then
they
again,
originally weren't.
in the Witches episode, we talked about how women were treated and named as witches
Mm.
and stuff like that. So maybe they're just trying to redress that balance a bit because, Disney, who could ever accuse them of maybe living up to some gender stereotypes in their early movies and potentially influencing generations of young children to believe that girls should be princesses whose eyes are bigger than their waists and should just
Eyes are bigger
that
than their
their
waist.
main purpose in life is to meet a prince and fall in and get him to fall in love with them, not even they fall in love with him. They that's like a given. They not get him to fall in love with them. So they are trying to redress that balance. So maybe that's something they're trying to do.
I think you're perhaps giving the mouse too much credit there, but I think he's
Because look
after
at they've definitely
cheese.
changed. They've changed a lot in the way their characters are presented, aren't they? And to be fair to them, they had the original stories to work with. So some of them they just destroyed, like in their original inferring of those stories. They're not at all like that. But they, women were still to find a prince and live out their days happy. No one ever talks when they've been married a few years and it's all gone downhill. Anyway, we're not talking about the horror of modern living. We're talking about horror films.
Horror films. What's your favorite, Lise?
The Ring.
The Ring. Which one? The new one or the
Yeah, the first
reboot?
one. No,
First
the
one.
original. The original. Yeah, I really like the original. I had a thing. What was that? Where were all those films from? Was it Japanese? There was
Yeah,
like this. Yeah, I
like
had
The
a
Grudge.
thing. Yeah, I had a thing for a while that I was really into those films. There was another one that a little bit like a sort of total wipeout-esque thing where people were getting not like total wipeout, but it was some sort of it might have been The Grudge,
Was
but
it
that sort of
Tika?
thing where loads of people are not Takeshi's Castle because that's
No,
not a horror
I've
film.
just
This
said.
was
Well,
a
you
horror
just said
film.
Wipeout.
Yeah, this was a horror film, but it was about people. Like it was, I
Was
suppose it
it
was an early
Shutter?
Squid Games.
No,
Yeah,
wasn't it
maybe I
Shutter?
can't remember now, but there was a time when I was really into all of those films, and The
Mm.
Ring was the big one. The Ring used to freak me out. Yeah, yeah. When she come out of telly.
Mm.
Yeah, out the well. But then later on, when she came out of telly, that shit, that sort of, I was about to say rude word then. Sorry, everyone. That scared me.
Yes. So my favorite is Sinister, and we actually went to see that together, although you don't seem to want to remember it.
We don't have
Don't
no
know
recollection of this,
when we
Nick.
started talking about it. I'm sure
Nick should be telling me we spent the past year down a rabbit hole recording
I know
podcasts.
year and a half, mate. Don't
Oh, God.
don't don't cut the term short.
Sorry,
You've
I
not been
blasphemed
paroled yet
there as
on
well.
incarceration.
Not
So yeah,
hear
you
the echo then.
no. Is there an echo? Ooh.
Anyway, yeah, Sinister that
Sinister. So I thought, I mean,
you went to
the
watch
whole thing was
alone with
very,
a
I
Lisa
didn't watch
dummy
it
next to
alone.
you.
It was very visceral, the images that they had. It was very, and there was a lot of jump scares. Mr. Boogie was there, and there was a lot of jump scares. And I remember you, I'm sure it was you, because you
I have
came out,
zero recollection.
you did, because you didn't have children at the time, and you said to me, I'm glad I don't have kids, because it was, spoiler alert, a lot to do with the kids. And you were like, I'm glad I don't have kids, I only have cats. And then you texted me like the next day
Oh,
and was like, I woke up with my cat watching me.
that's well, I mean, she's having a little resurgence on TikTok at the moment. But if we were talking about Lily, that is the
Mm,
kind of thing she used to do. She used to
yeah,
stand at the end, and when she was younger days, she'd be at the end of your bed just going,
yeah.
just
I'm.
looking, just
It
staring
was
at
you.
you.
It was completely you.
Oh my gosh, I have no,
Because we
mate.
went. Yeah, we went to
What's
the
happened
Odeon
to
to
my
watch it.
brain? I
I
have
don't know,
no
but
recollection.
it was
I
before
can
you had
remember the cinema.
kids.
I remember we
Yeah.
going, and I remember we used to go to the cinema quite a lot before I had kids, you know.
Mm,
I don't remember that. I don't, because I
but yeah,
wouldn't, because I don't really do horror films. I wouldn't choose a horror film
I
if
think it
I
was my
was
choice.
choosing a film. Yeah.
It's like no one will go with
It
me. You've
always
got to go
was,
with
Nick. It
me.
was always your choice on everything.
I know.
Podcast, yes. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't remember. I don't, even now you're talking about it, I don't recall.
No.
I
Oh.
don't, yeah, I know. And it's not this, it was nothing against the company. Maybe I've just got a terrible memory, I think.
Mm. But
I
yeah,
just don't.
Sinister's one of my favorites, but I also enjoy, I do like a good zombie film because we've discussed zombies before.
Zombies
I
are
was
good.
very disappointed with 28 Years Later. I was so looking
I've
forward to
not
it,
seen it yet,
and
actually.
don't bother. It was just dire. It clearly had some
Uh,
kind of message behind it, but it's like
uh,
don't take as don't try and plug a message through a zombie film like that. I think we've had all the messages we can have with zombies.
was it a COVID based message? I get that
I
impression. No.
don't know. I don't think so. It wasn't like that. It was more kind. I don't know. I didn't even get the message really, and the ending was just weird and wrong, and I didn't understand what Danny Boyle had done,
Oh.
apart from just
Okay.
ruin my love of the other two
Well,
films.
I've been thinking about it because I haven't seen it, and I have been thinking, oh, I should watch it. So maybe I'll
Mm.
give it a go and report back.
No, don't give it a
But you're
go.
saying not to bother.
No, there's much better films out there.
Okay.
I really like The Monkey.
I haven't
If you're
seen.
going to see that anything,
If it's a
watch The
more up to
Monkey.
date horror film, then I haven't done it because I get too scared.
The Monkey
The
isn't
anxiety level's gone up since back in the day, Nick. Before I had children, my anxiety levels were not as high.
The Monkey isn't scary in terms of like, it could happen to you kind of thing, because it could only happen if you have the monkey that does the things, and you don't have a monkey that does the clappy thing and plays
I
on a
did
drum.
used
And
to.
did you? But it was
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it because it had a kind of a dark sense of humor to it and a bit of a twist. So I thought it was
Mm.
really quite good, and it was quite gross in places and unexpected.
Yeah. Okay. I liked what other horror films. The thing is, all of mine are going to be quite old now.
It's
Well, there's the
okay.
classic Blair Witch.
The Blair Witch was interesting.
I
It
enjoyed
took me
Blair
ages to get
Witch.
the hands on the wall though, because that was really the creepiest bit. And I was like, well, what's this all this about? And it wasn't until someone explained it to me, and I was like, oh yeah, that is quite
Oh, what
creepy.
was the explanation then?
It was because that's where everyone had stood before she'd
Oh
killed them.
yeah, yeah. Because you told to face the wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
It, why did it take you so long to
I
work
don't
out?
know. Sometimes it takes me a while to catch on to certain things. I don't
Says
know.
the woman who has completely blanked out any memory of watching a particular film a few years ago. Has the audacity to question you because you couldn't figure out something in a film. Yeah, I like Blair Witch, the old classic. I like when they did it again because they did Blair Witch 2, didn't they? With
That was
did
less
it
found
have
footage though.
Alanis Morissette in it?
No, I don't
No.
think so.
Or did it have somebody with long hair hanging over boobies, and then around the same time, Alanis Morissette had a music video where long hair was hanging
I
down over
don't know what
boobies?
you've seen. I can't tell you. I can't put this mad puzzle together for you. I feel
So
like I've
not
been
only do I not
thrown into
remember things, but I
Hellraiser.
also like make up my own versions of
You're gonna
things that
hand me
would
like a
never
box and
happened.
say, what sites I have to show you, and give you.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to do it. This
I
looks like
don't
too much
know.
hassle.
What other horror films do I like? Don't know. You're more the horror film queen.
I like a good
What's
slasher.
your best, most recent one you've seen?
The best. Well, like I said, I like the monkey. I also liked Heart Eyes Killer. That was a fun one. That was like a slasher scream style one.
Okay.
That was good. And what? Oh, I watched. It's not technically a horror, but the whole Alien Earth series on Disney Plus was fun.
Hmm.
Technically more sci-fi, I guess, but there we go. And I watched The
None of
Long
these things
Walk
mean anything to
recently.
me. Like I've never heard of them.
The Long Walk is a Stephen King,
Oh, okay.
and it again, but a lot of it escaped me. I'm probably more
Hmm.
kind of. I guess I'm better with the more outrageous stuff than the stuff that could actually happen because I kind of felt like The Long Walk was a little bit Hunger Games like, but
Hmm.
didn't make a lot of sense in terms of what the whole point was, and it just felt like it was one labored point, of like a political point that they kept trying to make between characters that I couldn't quite grasp, and ended up thinking, why am I watching this?
Well, I've never even heard of any. Not one of those things have you mentioned have I actually heard of. Just to let everyone know I live in a bubble.
Yeah.
I did
It,
used to like Stephen King. Obviously, it is a
oh,
classic.
it
Love it.
the first of the
Not that
new
it's
ones, not the second
really a
one.
horror film. Oh no, I haven't watched any of the new ones.
No,
I'm only chatting original.
you're only going original.
Yeah, it's
They've done a
only
new
good one
It
original.
series, Welcome to Derry.
Mm.
I'm hoping that'll come out
Okay.
next month, ready, well, or this month as it is for
Yeah.
31 days of Halloween. Not as we're recording, but
Psycho. It's a good horror
Psycho
film.
was
Yeah,
fun, and that
classic.
did the kind of the twist, wasn't it, that they killed the main character off in the first. They
Mm,
shocked
mm.
everyone, which hadn't been done
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a bit of that with horror films, isn't it? They want to try and do something to try and do something a bit different. So I suppose that's why you get lots of flops as well, where they
Yeah,
try and do
people
something a
doing
bit
something that
too
doesn't quite
different.
work. Could
Mm,
be,
to
could be.
push the genre. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
listeners and viewers, do let us know what your favorite horror films are. Not to sound too much like Ghostface. Oh, there's our timer to say that we are 10 minutes now, so we've got to stop just in
but
case,
thank you for joining us. Keep watching, keep listening to the 31 Days of Halloween. Follow us on the socials. Give us a like and subscribe and let us know what your favorite horror films are. Tell me what I should go and watch. And then we'll do like a live we'll do a live video of my rising anxiety levels while I watch horror
we'll,
film.
we'll strap you up to a machine. See what happens.
You'll
Happy,
remember this one, Lisa. You'll remember this.
happy Halloween.
Happy
Take
Halloween.
care.